All right. Well, I thought we would do a quick video on how to install this Ketch motor mount for the Frontier. I went with the Ketch motor mount, and I took it out of the bag already. I probably shouldn't have, but I went with this Ketch motor mount because it provides a little more stiffness to the front end for the motor that I'm going to be running. I'm going to be running the Garmin Kraken motor on the front of this, and that's a heavy motor, right? And then, as I understand it, some of the mounts they're seeing a lot of flex in their front end, and the Ketch mount with these extra anchors that come out are going to help with that flex. They're going to help eliminate that. So anyway, let's get started. Let's get this installed. The package doesn't come with any install instructions, so I figured a quick video might be helpful. So let's just get started and get some things disassembled. So first off, you want to take the 4 screws off of the front here, and I got them started already, so this will just take a second. So you want to take these off, set those aside, and that's where this plate's gonna mount to. And the nice thing is the holes are pre-drilled, pre-countersunk, and they lined up perfectly. So that's great. We also need to take the handle off, and I've got that started as well. So we'll only take a moment to get that off, but yeah, so we got the handle off. Screws over there. We won't be using that again. The Ketch plate comes with a handle you can grab onto there. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to attach this piece. This piece mounts to this right here and goes to the front of the boat here. Let me move this camera. Before I start doing that, just came to mind the little anchor point here they've got to hook into with your, I don't know, on my trailer. I'm going to hook that into that so I can pull it up tight on the trailer. But I'm guessing, yeah, I can tell just by turning that screw there's no Loctite on these. And I think while we're down here, let's go ahead and put some Loctite on these screws. And I'm using some Thread Locker orange gel. It's high strength, but it's removable. I don't know if you can see that. Do I have it the right way? Of course I have it upside down. So there you go. High strength, removable. And it's kind of a gel product, so it's easier to keep on these threads. So yeah, be generous with this one. I'm being real generous. You could probably put some permanent stuff in there, just because this shouldn't be something that you'll ever take off again. I just realized I'm not using the mic on this video, so hopefully the sound is good. I talk loud anyway, but I'll make sure that I'm talking loud and trying to talk at the camera. I'm hard of hearing myself, and if somebody's not looking right at me when they're talking, it can be a challenge for me. But anyway, there we go. That's on there good. We're going to keep this thread locker on because we're going to use it again. All right, back to the Ketch plate mount. So we're going to mount this to this first. It's got 3 holes right here. And those 3 holes line up with the 3 countersunk ones right there. And we get those screws in. Of course, you want the Ketch to read properly there, right? I'll go ahead and raise this back up. There we go. And it's the 3 smallest screws in the bunch. And they're Allen screws, and I wish I could tell you what size this is, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to start with the middle one. Come on. There we go. The middle one started. Now don't tighten it down. Just get it started and then get the other 2 started as well. I'm gonna say Ketch is a solid company. I'm sure you already know that. If you're using Ketch products, or if you're into kayak fishing, you know all about Ketch products. But they are a solid company, makes solid products. Oh, you know what? There we go. I forgot already. Damn it. But I had that thread locker, but I didn't put any on, so put some on quick. Don't do what I did and forget. Put stuff on. Doesn't take a lot. Boy, I had those all the way down, dude, damn it. Speed up the video up. Oh, tight, tight. Tight. Okay, that's gonna go there, but you need these 2 round spacers that come with this. And then there's 2 long Allen bolts. And 2 washers. So put the washer on the long bolt here first. Let's lower this camera so we can get down here. There we go. And the spacer goes in behind this plate. Goes in the same screw holes that the handle was in. Just get that started. Oh, all right. And here we go. I'm forgetting again, right? Did you guys catch that? Yeah, what did I forget? I forgot the thread locker again. I don't know why I keep forgetting this. Oh, put it on that screw. Of course I'm getting a phone call when I'm Alright, sorry for that interruption. Anyway, we got the thread lock on that screw, and let's stick it in there. And now we can get these going in. Boy, they... Again, another part of the video, I will speed up the video so you don't have to. All right, we got those close. Let's go ahead and raise that camera again. And we don't want to tighten that until we get these screws in. And this time we're going to remember the thread locker. Let's make sure we're grabbing the correct screws first. Yep. There we go. There's 4 screws, and it's obvious where they go. They line right up on this XTR. A lot of people use power, power screwdrivers and drills and stuff to do their screws. When I'm working on the kayak, I don't use those. You're just asking for trouble. Those things are powerful. I mean, I've got them, but they're powerful, and they will. These things have anchors in there, and they'll spin those anchors right out. Just use a good screwdriver and crank it with your hand. I mean, you get them good and tight that way. I mean, these in the front here took would have been nice to have a power tool to get those in as further, but you know what? It doesn't take that long with just an Allen wrench doing this. Again, get it nice and tight. Don't over tighten though. You can definitely over tighten. All right, that piece is on there. I mean, honestly, we don't have a whole lot more left. So we got 2 of these, and you'll notice one end of it just has a little round circle, and the other end is slotted a little bit. So where it's not slotted like this, the slotted end goes towards your tracks, and the non-slotted end goes right here to the board. Boom, just like that. And it also comes with these scissors here and cut those open. These are little risers. And you notice it's got a T on the one side, and on the other side it's got these, it's keyed. And that key goes in the track like so, right? One over there, one over there. Because these are angled down without those, and that makes them level, right? So that makes them level. So we got 4 screws left. We got 2 longer and 2 shorter. Obviously the shorter ones are going to go here. We're going to put those in first. And these are all Allen keyed, so that's not. And again, there we go. Almost forgot the thread locker. Thread locker on that one. Thread locker on this one. Again, just get these started. Don't tighten them yet. All right, those are on there loose. All right, it also comes with, for the longer screws in this track, it comes with your, I don't know what you call these, little T-nuts, I guess. But on these T-nuts, one side has a little ridge and the other side is flat. The ridge side goes up. So whenever you put these on, well, first off, we're just gonna get this started. Just start it just a little bit. Oops. You know what, I can't do that. I'm gonna have to, I was thinking I could start that and thread it down, but I can't. All right, so we slide that little anchor nut on there. put your keyed part into the slot. Get that centered. There we go. Make sure that it's in the tip. There we go. Yep. So the one thing you want to do is you do want to line this up. I don't know if you can see there's a lot of play there. And you might as well line up the round and the round. Make that look clean. Right? The round edge of this lined up at the round edge of that spacer. I talked about making this flush, and I wanted you to see exactly what I mean. See how smooth that is right there? Just make that nice and flush so it looks pretty. It's worth it. We can go ahead and crank that down now. Crank this one down too. Wow. All right, we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Slide that in there. There we go. Screw down. Make sure they line up nicely. Go ahead and get those tightened. Oops. And that's it. That's on there. That's ready to go. Obviously, you will also put, I guess I'll call it a mounting puck. Raise that camera back up. Put a mounting puck on here that your motor is going to set on, and then quick release plates. But for the Ketch mount itself, that's all there is. That's a finished install on the Ketch mount. So hope that helps you install yours on your XTR. I'm excited to get this motor on. All right, well, for this Ketch motor mount, I thought I'd go ahead and show the install of the puck for my trolling motor as well. I'm installing the Garmin Kraken, and that's kind of the reason I wanted to show installing this puck. I believe that the holes on the on this Ketch mount aren't quite lined up, but they will work. They're very close. I'm pretty sure Ketch is aware of the issue, and they'll change it in their next batch that they make. But like I said, it is going to work, and we'll go through that process on how it works. And as I said earlier, we're mounting this on a Bonafide XTR 130. And so a couple of things of note for those of you that might be installing a Garmin Kraken on the front of your XTR like I am. The mounting bolts that come for this are not going to work. You need much shorter bolts. So I went to Ace Hardware and got these. Unfortunately, they didn't have the Phillips head style, so I went ahead and got a Allen set style. It's going to be fine. So you can see there's quite a difference. These are 1.25 inch, and I believe the thread is, it's a coarse thread, 5/16 18, I believe. And I struggled to find these. I had a hard time. And when you need 4, and as luck would have it, they only had 3. However, the 2 front bolts I can use the originals if I want to, and I'm going to go ahead and do that since they only had 3 of these 1.25 inch. I'll use 2 in the rear, and then I'll go ahead and use the longer ones in the front. They're going to clear the front of the bow, and then they're going to tuck in behind the front plate. They'll tuck in behind that front plate, that front catch plate. They're going to pass through back in here. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this started. So if you have 4 of these bolts in here, like I said, they get kind of tight. But if you let those bolts drop all the way, and we'll go ahead and drop these other new ones I just picked up. We'll drop those in as well. And grab my screwdriver right here. And you want to start this with the mount raised, like I'm holding it up, kind of towards the end of the screws. And there we go. It will go in. Don't tighten one too far before you start doing the other. And I should have checked the Allen size over here before I did this, so I was ready. Alright, sorry about that. Got the Allen wrench. So again, raise it up before you get these started. And you know what, on these back ones, I'm going to go ahead and put some thread locker on these back ones. I didn't need it on these front ones since the threads are so long. But I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit on these. No. Again, I'm kind of pulling up a little bit so I can get those in there. There we go. Again, same with these. You want to do each one just a little bit at a time. I do hate having 2 different screw methods in this. All right, and we are just about there. Right. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that's on there, nice flat all the way around. No issues there. And real quick, just to show you how sturdy this is. I mean, there is absolutely no flex in this. This is the mount you want for a heavy style motor. I mean, that thing is solid. I could absolutely lift this kayak just by holding on to this mount. Yep. You're gonna put a heavy motor on the front of your boat, use all the way around. No issues there. And you know, this piece here is what goes over this. This obviously mounts onto the base plate of your trolling motor. Let's see. Yeah, it goes just like that. So this will be on the bottom of your trolling motor. Take your trolling motor here and flip straight down on that. This right here is the locking mechanism. That goes on there like that. Now that plate, which is attached to the motor, is not coming off. This secures your motor. You've got it comes with a cotter pin to lock this. If you're going to use that cotter pin, you definitely want to tie a string or something and attach it to this. There's a lock made for these, and I'm going to put this lock on there to help secure that motor on there good. But anyway. All right, here's the other part of the puck mount for your trolling motor. I should have videoed installing this on the motor itself, but it's pretty self-explanatory with it's just 6 bolts right there. And you pull off your side plates here on your motor. There's only 3 screws on each side, and that plate mounts on nice and easy with the 6 bolts there. Super easy. Anybody can do that piece for sure. But let's put this on, have a look, see what it looks like on. So the puck has a angled side here. This is angled at, I don't know how many degrees here, but it's kind of it's a design to help lock that motor on. So whenever you mount this motor, you actually put it on at an angle like that, and then it locks in. So now that motor is locked in nice. And when you come around to this side, you've got that post sticking out there. You have this piece here that's gonna lock it in. There's 2 holes in there, if you can see those 2 holes. This piece slides in there and pushes on just like that, nice and easy. All right, nice and easy. They provide a cotter pin thing, and this is not it. I dropped it, it's here somewhere. This is the same style of cotter pin, it's just this one is bronze colored and that one wasn't. But it pops on like that so that doesn't come off. I'm gonna put a lock on here actually. There's a special lock for this that will help secure your motor nice. But there we go. That's the Garmin Kraken install on the Ketch motor mount. That motor mount, I'm telling you right now, is solid. Anyway, there we go. That's a finished project right there. At least one small piece of a big project. I appreciate you watching, and hopefully you guys got something out of that. There were some things with installing that I think should be helpful to you. But anyway, hopefully that's helpful to you guys mounting this Ketch board, this Ketch mount on your XTRs, XTR 130, and also the Garmin puck. Anyway, thanks again for watching. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.